And thank you for joining us this afternoon for the ribbon cutting for this fantastic, new, bright, and once everything's closed in, warm interior. And we at the Botanical Gardens are very, very pleased to bring you here today. I'd like to, first of all, my name is Dave Swarts. I'm the president of the Botanical Garden Society, and again, welcome to this ribbon cutting. I'd like to acknowledge our board members. Our president, our chair of the board is Joji Minico. He's here. Marianne Cressy is over there, and I saw George Cameron. There he is in the back, and I think I've covered them all. We also have with us today, in addition to the county executive, our county legislator, Lynn Dixon, but our staff, and I would just like to give a big wave and a thank you to our staff who have done an outstanding job. And I also would like to compliment the county's Department of Public Works, the staff that have worked very hard, diligently on this project for well over a year, and even longer than that, a couple years now. And to see all of this come to fruition should be something that they should be very proud of. I know as president of this society, I am very proud to have worked with them and to get us to this point. As soon as this project is done, when it's all buttoned up, then the Botanical Garden Society will inherit these greenhouses, essentially as you see them right now. And our challenge over the next couple months is to rebuild the exhibits and put in all the plants that will reflect the themes that we hope to embody in these two new exhibits. One will be an Asian aquatic garden. You're standing right there now. Now, if you can only envision what it will look like down the road, that's our challenge, and we're looking forward to working toward that end. Also behind me, you see the very popular koi pond and, of course, the waterfall. Well, those two features will remain. But that part, the dome behind me, will become an Asian rainforest, and it will have all sorts of interesting, unique amenities. In addition to the bridge over the koi pond, new koi and some old koi, as well as a moon gate, a tea garden, and a completely refurbished waterfall. So we're very excited about this. And in addition to that, these two rooms will reflect the themes that we hope to instill throughout the entire gardens as we implement our newly designed and master plan. So we're excited about that. I want to also acknowledge that we're moving forward with a feasibility study prior to embarking on a capital campaign to rebuild or to build the new master plan. And I want to thank the county executive for including in his 2017 budget some funds to help cover the costs for the feasibility study. So I thank him for that. And I also want to, and I will in a moment, acknowledge our legislator who's here, but I also want to acknowledge the county legislature for their support in this, for this entire project. So with that, and with a great deal of admiration and appreciation, I'd like to introduce the county executive, Mark Poloncarz. Mark?
Thank you, David. I want to thank you and your staff for the great work you've done and the relationship you have with Erie County government. As most people know, the Botanical Gardens complex is actually owned by the people of Erie County, but it is managed through an agreement with the Botanical Garden Society, and I want to thank them for the good work that they do every day to ensure that this facility is truly one of the gems that we have, as well as the members of the board of directors for the work that they do to ensure the future of the Garden Society. For regards to the building, I want to thank our partners, of course, the Erie County government, led by the Department of Public Works, and our Commissioner John Lafredo and his staff in the back. When you have an old complex, you have a lot of issues. And it's not just always when we're talking about rebuilding a facility like this. I want to thank them for the work that they do to ensure that this facility is open. And that we have this incredible two new greenhouses here, which replaced ones that were literally 100 years old because of the work that was done by them and others. These greenhouses actually will be here for another 100 years. I want to thank our friends from Boyd Elwood Architects, including the project architect Bryce Bixby, Jennifer Kenzie, Peggy Gusdonger, Patricia Meyer, as well as some of the other contractors and consultants that were involved in this project. This was a united project on behalf of the greater community. And it just goes to show what you can do when you work together. Because it wasn't that long ago, we were talking about me standing in this house here, one behind us, that were in such disrepair it was questionable whether they could be saved. Well, not only have they been saved, but they've basically been rebuilt using the newest, latest technology and specifications. So if someone walks in here and has not been here in quite a number of years, they're probably not going to realize the effort that was put in, but more than $3.5 million went into the project to remediate building houses number 2 and 3. An investment that truthfully is one that we had to do. If we did not do it, we would all likely would have lost this side of the Botanical Gardens complex. Because of the investment that we've done as a community, we now have these houses, 2 and 3, in addition to the main growing dome and the ones on the other side, which have been refurbished over the last 20 years. So what was once an older facility that had minor maintenance work done on it is now in some ways a new Botanical Gardens facility for people to enjoy in this community. There was a lot of work that was done. It's just not like new glass pieces were put on. Everything, as you remember, was stripped bare. All the glass work was taken down. The wood that was there, and it was wood panels, were taken down, right down to structural steel, which was rebuilt, and everything that was done on top of that to get to the point that we are here today. And I thank everybody because it truly is an asset. Sometimes we talk about things that we do in our community and how they better our community. Well, our forefathers invested in this facility more than 100 years ago. They saw the wonder that was and could be the creation of South Park as well as the Buffalo Botanical Gardens. And through a lot of investment over the years, the facility was saved from further degradation. But today we're standing in a new facility here in buildings 2 and 3 that I hopefully will see never its end of existence, because it's going to be here for another 100 years or more. So that people will look back in the year 2116 will be thankful that the people in 2016, the people of Erie County, invested the funds to create this wonderful facility that we have here today. So that the creation, which happened over 100 years ago, 116 years ago in the Botanical Gardens, will be here for many, many decades to come, well beyond each and every one of us' existence on this earth. And it's just a testament to the investment that we did as a community to ensure the future of the Garden Society and this complex. So thank you all.
Thank you very much, Mark. Thank you. Mark mentioned that the facility is 116 years old, and we're hoping that with a lot of hard work, continued hard work, that these 2 exhibits will be open to the public, newly refurbished with all sorts of great amenities in January 2017. So it's been a long process, but as the county executive indicated, it's very worthwhile because this facility is so important to the character and the historical heritage of our community, and also it demonstrates clearly the important role that plants play in allowing life to exist on our planet. So we're very grateful for the county executive's support and his administration, and we're also grateful to the county legislature for the support that they've given for this project. And I'd like to introduce our county legislator here, Lynn Dixon. Lynn?
Well, we're coming up to that time of year, are we not, where you're looking for that great escape from the Buffalo weather, and what better place than the Botanical Gardens, and certainly with the January 2017 date for completion, we'll be hitting it at just about the right time to be looking for that great escape. You know, the Botanical Gardens truly is a gem and a jewel here in Western New York. It's just a wonderful place to come. And Dave Swarts has done a marvelous job, as has his staff. You know, also want to thank the board and the architects and everybody involved with this project. It's so important to the long-term viability of this facility. And I just want to share with you that, you know, the county does contribute a great deal for capital improvements to the Botanical Gardens, but most of the operating costs do not come from the county. So there's significant fundraising involved. And I know every year budget time we talk to Dave about how really a lot of the operating costs, it does fall on the Botanical Gardens to help to fundraise. And what better way to raise the money than to have improvements in the facilities going forward, so that that we can continue with more and more improvements and continue the number of people that are coming and enjoying this place for another 100 years. So I just, again, want to thank everybody for their efforts in getting this done, and I cannot wait to see it in January 2017.
Thank you very much. Also, over here to my right, you'll see a rendering of what we hope the exhibits will look like when it's all said and done. A lot of time and effort has gone into designing the new space here, and we know when the public has an opportunity to come and see it in January, they're going to be thrilled, and they're also going to be very grateful that the County of Erie decided to invest in this facility to make it continue to be a landmark in our community. So thank you all, and I suppose now you're going to do a ribbon cutting. So I know there's a big